is my ASMR channel. We're gonna take it back to when your mother would whisper to you as a child, I love you. Shut the fuck up, it's time to go to bed, you little shit. Your father and I don't love you. But you haven't formed memories yet, so you don't remember it. And I'll say it sweetly again. Fuck you.
Welcome to the B-Boys podcast.
And on that
note. We watched two films today.
Great films.
Fantastic cinema at its most finest.
Slashers.
We
Slasher films.
yes.
Bad ones.
From not the popular, the rip-offs.
Yeah.
the
This is what people make fun of slashers for nowadays. Every trope you can possibly imagine, we just saw in the last 2.5 hours.
When you watch these movies, you think about it in a modern context. The tropes have not only been done to death, but like the parodying of them has been done to death. Like, how many parody horror movies are there?
Yeah.
Like, it's a little overdone in and of itself currently. So you go back and watch it, and you're almost kind of... I found myself almost shocked.
Yeah.
Where I was like, do they know how fucking stupid this is?
How can anyone be thrilled by this? It's just funny.
It's a comedy now.
Yeah.
It's so funny, and it's only funny because they don't realize that they're a part of one of the most overdone genres of all time.
So, should we talk about the movies we watched first?
I was thinking about getting into politics.
Okay. Fuck it.
No, let's start the Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I feel like after watching the Mutilator, which was the second film we watched, I have a much higher opinion of it.
Right. We kind of went into it thinking like, okay, this is just going to be another slasher movie.
Yeah.
And it's going to be stupid and it's going to be bad. And
it was all those things.
Yes,
however.
it is, but it's got a really tight runtime. I think it's like 78 minutes or something like that. Like really short, quick, to the point, simple, and not creative.
No
real creativity, but like it has fun.
It has fun.
Nothing to really talk about. which
is good, because this is going to be an hour-long show. Sit back, folks.
It's just every character is the most stock, one-dimensional. Like you can't even fucking tell them apart.
They look exactly the same.
Every single I think all I remember was one girl wasn't invited to the party. One girl was a little darker skinned with big tits.
And then there's a blonde girl.
And then there was like 5 blonde girls.
But even the separate girl, still, I got confused with like 3 of the other ones.
Totally identical.
All very similar looking people. Very white.
Very white.
White 80s looking.
About as white 80s as you can get. And then there's the opening scene with the basketball game.
Yeah.
And it's just like fucking clones. Just like, what's it? 10 clones of the same white girl with like the coach. And they do that thing that happens in all slasher movies in the 80s. It's like, it's mid to late 20s actors
playing 16-year-olds.
Exactly. But then they have the coach, and the coach is also like, she's supposed to be the coach, but she's clearly like in her mid to late 20s as well. So it's kind of surreal having all these perfectly cloned white ladies just playing basketball against each other. And it's very, obviously it's very sexualized. The first thing the main character does is take off her shirt.
What up? Yeah, there's a lot of boobs in this movie.
There was a fantastic amount of boobs.
Yeah.
I think,
more boobs per minute than maybe any movie I've ever seen. other than a porn.
Yeah, I was gonna say porn. Plenty of titties.
I don't think I've ever seen that much. Even what's it called? What's the name the movie we watched with B-Boys?
Oh,
vampire one.
Oh God. Life Force. And that had a lot of tits in it. I think this had more tits. Hey,
per minute.
Life Force made up for it.
That's true.
With the on record best set of tits on television ever on a screen. I've been watching porn for so long and never have I seen that ever.
They're not even fake.
Yeah, they're real. That's her real thing.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I gotta say
enough about the tits from Life Force. Could talk about them all day.
Yeah.
But no, we're just constant boobage.
Yeah.
So and then
boobage.
The movie really has nothing to do except for show you boobs and fake you out with scares every 5 minutes.
Much. Oh my God. There's more fake scares in the movie than there are actual scares in the movie.
I forget which one it was, but they did one after actual scares started happening.
Yeah.
Like people were genuinely getting scared, and then like they faked out like a cat jumping out or something like that.
A lot of that. Yeah, this is bad. It's bad. Also, the bad guy, Killer McKillerson, is supposed to be this mass murder guy who escaped from prison, is now mass murdering again with a drill of all things, a power.
Yeah. He's such a brilliant mastermind of a serial killer. The first person he kills, he just throws in a fucking dumpster.
Literally, just pan back, and she's just fucking in the dumpster. And like as they're walking by,
he's like in a parking lot, and it's not like a secluded area. It's a completely open parking lot. It's beautiful.
Yeah. He also looks like a normal fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like not like a normal guy.
Yeah.
Like a little bit creepy, but a normal guy. There's nothing scary about this man at all.
If he washed his face and did his hair, he'd look fine. He would not look like a serial murderer whatsoever. So it definitely looks like someone's dad.
Yeah.
That's like, I'll make a movie. I'll help you make the movie, honey.
You said it in the middle of the movie and you were totally right. It would have been way scarier if they just didn't show his face the whole time.
Right. And so yeah, you do that. There's a lot of movies you'll notice if you watch a slasher film, like they won't show you who it is. It's just like hands. Or they'll show you like one little thing, like he's got like black gloves. Yeah. Like they'll keep showing the black gloves over and over again. Then say, no, it's him. They just show the guy's face in like the first couple of minutes. He's just running down a hallway, just a well-lit hallway.
Yeah.
With a
they
big
don't even
ass
try
drill.
to hide him.
Yeah.
There's like shots where he's hiding in the bushes and all you see is his like dumb face. And he's like, duh. It's so fucking funny.
I totally love the there's a part where the girls are hiding upstairs in their bedroom, and like they're talking. Oh my God, he's gonna come! He's gonna get us! And then from in the background, he climbs through the window, and he's out of focus. And like I feel like I've seen that in a fucking like a comedy, a horror. Like I think like, that's in Shaun of the Dead at some point or something. It's so funny to the point where I'm like, how does the director not recognize how funny it is, or is he just she? Yeah. The director of this movie was a girl. Mm-hmm. We'll get into that in a second.
I think that's something we can actually dissect.
I find that interesting. But
funny guy running in.
Yeah, it's like I don't get how you must have known that is funny.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about it is there's an amount, a little tiny potential possible amount of self-awareness.
Yeah.
That you really hope is there. But they never shine a light on it.
Mm-mm.
So
maybe that's what makes it better. I don't know. It was entertaining to say the least.
Yeah.
And we were laughing our asses off through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe people fucking thought that shit was scary back then. But I just cannot imagine it. I can't.
No, because it wasn't scary. It
wasn't.
None of the presentation, none of the shots were scary. The movie's like kind of like bright and almost like a little colorful and is like there's dark scenes, but they're all pretty well lit.
Yeah.
Oh god, I just thought about Mutilator.
We got to get into that later.
And it's so funny. So the opening credits happen, and you see it's directed by a woman. Can't remember her name.
We'll fill this in later.
Yeah, can't remember the director's name. But it's a woman. So I was instantly thinking like, oh, okay. Typically these things are directed by men, and it's gross because men are gross,
Right?
And but it is the most like it is the most suggestive horror movie I've seen. Like almost as if the person really kind of was aware of like Freudian psychology or something. Almost to the point where it's like a critique of the slasher movie. The drill, the man is coming with the big drill to dominate all the women.
Yeah.
And they're even at the end when they finally defeat him. How do they defeat him? By chopping off his drill.
Yeah.
Like his dick. It's like a dick.
And he holds it where his dick is. There's shots where he's walking towards them and his legs, like bow-legged, and then the drill is in between it.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Yeah, I definitely think there's
definitely some
that.
awareness in that level.
What's the fucking name of this movie again?
Slumber Party Massacre.
Slumber Party. Okay, hold on. We can cut that out, but I just had to look this up.
I think I saw,
it came up, dude. Our phones are listening to us.
It's got a bit of a cult following.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So if you type in Slumber Party, how many things?
I didn't even type party yet.
You just write slum.
Slumb.
Okay. If the first thing that popped up under slum was Slumber Party Massacre,
then we'd have a problem.
Then I think America might have a problem.
Yeah.
I saw a great review on it that was like, what kind of hinted that it was going to have some type of, sexual gender policy, or sexual gender narrative to it. It said like, oh, it's like a feminist masterpiece. I was like, you're fucking dumb. It's not a masterpiece in any way, shape, or form, but it does have a bit of. They kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they know they're making a textbook slasher movie, but doing it with an amount of, we're gonna try to say a little something in the process. And I like that. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I didn't mind that at all. It didn't feel like, even if it did feel pretentious, it would have fit right in with the rest of the movie anyway. You know. Also, Amy Holden Jones is the name of the director. Just so we have that on the record.
Great.
Got to give her credit.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to chip you out of this.
Amy, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you.
She fucking does.
I really liked it.
Yeah, it's good.
I give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's fair.
Because I had fun. It was a good time.
I was not bored.
No, not at all. At no point was I even frustrated or angry. No. Everything that was bad was funny bad.
Yeah.
So I totally recommend it to anyone that's into that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. I think that's about
it. There's kind of nothing else to say about Slumber Party Massacre. I'm
trying to think of just
the whole thing's in the title. Yes, it says
Slumber Party, and then there's a massacre. Also, I would like to note, this guy gets a lot of kills in the time allotted.
Yeah, fucking 10 bodies or some shit total? That's really good. And is there even 10 characters? Oh my god, the pizza guy.
Doesn't even get to be in the movie.
There's a pizza delivery scene where a guy they open the door and the guy's already got his eyeballs drilled out and he falls.
That's the whole thing?
That's the whole fucking scene for that character.
Yeah.
It was great. It was played by Tom Cruise.
It's played by Tom Cruise. Yeah, good movie though. I liked it.
Yeah, I recommend it. I'd watch it again, probably with friends.
With friends?
Probably not alone.
Yeah.
Jerking off.
Maybe. In contrast, the Mutilator was not so much fun.
So you get into the slasher movie genre, and you've got two sides of the coin, and those sides are funny bad and just bad.
Yeah.
Slumber Party Massacre seems like a real concentration of all the funny bad, but man, the Mutilator is the poster boy of not funny bad.
Yes. painful bad.
Painful bad.
The whole time I was just angry. It's just a very frustrating movie.
So The Mutilator is about a young boy who killed
A young boy.
Well, he's a grown up in the movie, but when he was a young boy, he killed his mother on accident, being a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And his dad almost kills him on the spot, but decides to hang on
Yeah.
for like 20 years.
And then goes. Well, he sits down and like
Thinks about it.
drinks whiskey and tries to feed it to his dead mother.
Yeah. And then he sits there and drinks for another 20 years.
Yeah, then we move on.
Just assume he's been sitting there angry, like, oh, I'm gonna kill him, but I'm not yet. Like, then the son has grown up. Mm-hmm. He's hanging out with his friends at a bar or like a cafe or something. And then they decide to go to his father's beach house property while he's gone or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's when you realize that the father has actually stayed. So, and when he wakes up, he just randomly decides, I'm gonna kill all these fucking kids.
Fucking murder everyone.
Not triggered by anything except for the murder of the wife at the beginning, which happened 20 years ago.
Yeah. He just decided now's the fucking time.
So no matter how bad your movie is, I think you do need to set up either a believable motivation, or some type of logic to the character. Like in Slumber Party Massacre, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
But they just he's killing.
Yeah.
He's into it. He just wants to kill. And at the end, you get a little like, I love you scene.
Like,
you know, oh, that's weird. This guy's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But with the Mutilator, they kind of like. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
They didn't try to have it. They didn't even try to ignore it like Slumber Party Massacre. They just set up some flimsy premise, and there's a lot of plot hole. It's a lot of like, why did he wait? That's my biggest problem. Why did he wait?
Why would you wait? And like the whole time. So, well, not the whole time, but when they first get there, they like introduce that dad has been hiding under the fucking rafters the whole time or some shit.
Yeah. I don't know.
We got to get into the weapons in a minute here, but I'm going to say this point first. And he's like dreaming of like murdering his child, but it's like when he's a child, why didn't he just murder him then?
Yeah, it'd probably be easier.
He could not fight back because he's a child.
Could have killed him right there.
He should have.
Should have. Then the movie wouldn't have happened.
Then we would have never had to watch this movie.
It could have just been 90 minutes of him choking the kid.
Yeah.
Burying the body.
Which, speaking of, everyone in this movie, if they did this on purpose, then I get it. But everyone in this movie I wanted to kill. They're terrible, terrible characters.
They're terrible characters.
Especially fucking, I looked up his name just because I had to fucking say it. What's his name? Especially Bill Hitchcock is Ralph. Ralph is the worst character in any movie I've ever seen in my life.
I've never, like, just begged for a character's death.
Yeah.
The scene where he
it didn't pay off either, by the way.
No, that was the worst part. Because it says, like, the whole time he's the most annoying, arrogant, shitty person who's constantly making, like, super terrible jokes. Mm-hmm. And typically, like, that character is partially annoying, but they cast an actor who, like, kind of knows how to deliver lines. But, like, every single sound that came out of Ralph's mouth was just like, you are an awful, awful thing in the universe. You need to be eliminated. Like, a very existential, I need this character killed in the most brutal possible way. And when it finally gets time to kill him, they build it up for so fucking long. Like, 15 minutes, you're just sitting there like, okay, Ralph's getting killed next. He's lowest on the totem pole. They've already killed the two people beneath him. He's getting murdered, and they set it up, and they really really slow it down. Like, he slowly walks down, stopping every 2 steps to say another fucking line.
Stupid fucking line.
To himself, to no one. That makes no sense. Just to slow it the fuck down.
Yeah.
And he finally gets into the garage. He's secluded, and like I swear to God, I don't know how long he was in that garage, like just talking to the door. I'm like, hurry up, kill him immediately, please.
Yeah, and then it's super unsatisfying. I won't spoil it, but you know.
No, fuck it.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck. Don't watch this movie.
Or even yeah, don't
No,
watch.
don't
watch Mutilator.
Don't
We'll tell them what happens so they don't have to.
Yeah.
He just gets a fucking pitchfork through the neck.
Yeah.
And then he kind of holds on it for a little bit, which is hands down not the most brutal murder. It's probably the least brutal of all the murders.
Yeah, it is. Well, maybe drowning. First girl gets drowned.
Did he just fucking drown
Yeah,
her?
that's all he did. He did not mutilate. There's not very much mutilation in this movie. Well, there's a little bit.
Yeah, they chop it.
Not enough for the movie title to be The Mutilator, though.
So let's go back.
Okay.
Now that we got our seething rage for Ralph out.
I just had to get that off my chest.
They're fucking goofing around up there. Nothing of importance happens, and then eventually the first couple, the jock and the.
I think we should talk about him showing the house first. Because then we can talk about the fucking ridiculous weapons. For sure. So they get to the house, right?
Okay.
He's telling them about his dad, and they know about the dad, or about him killing his mom, but they don't know about the dad being crazy. But as he's showing him the house, he's like, "Oh yeah, here's a framed picture of this guy my dad ran over," and everyone's like, "Oh, okay."
Just not bring that up.
Yeah. There's like showing all these things in the house that are obviously going to be weapons that are going to be used to kill all of them.
They've got the gaff,
hook. What are those?
The little
throwing,
the little
weights,
pyramid, triangle. I don't know what the fuck those are for. They're like bearings or something.
Yeah, he throws them.
Yeah, he gives us this really fucking stupid story.
Yeah,
where he's like,
"This is my dad and his friends would throw the thing at the wall and they'd see who could get the stuck. And my dad got it, and he put a frame around the place where it stuck to the wall."
That is an accurate description of the accent that all of them have as well.
They have a
unidentifiable.
It's got to be some I want to say it's the security guard guy had a state on his shoulder.
Yeah,
and it looked possibly like South Carolina or North Carolina, a Carolina.
One of them.
One of the Carolinas, and I don't know what accents they have.
Who cares which? Yeah.
Fuck the Carolinas.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that shit right now. If you live in Carolinas, fuck your state.
Fuck yourself.
Anyway,
so the
showing him the weapons. Oh, and then they talk about his lucky battle axe.
Oh,
I'm not even joking. It's an actual fucking medieval battle axe is missing. And then it shows the dad downstairs. And I was like, it'd be really funny if it's like a medieval battle axe. And it is a medieval battle axe. He's holding it. Which obviously he uses to mutilate people.
And then, oh god. Okay, so they play... Okay, first, so then the jock and the hoe, they split off and they go to get murdered at a... And like it's a weird like swimming pool cover thing that like is like a bulb over the swimming pool and like all the plants around the swimming pool. It's really strange, but they go in there and they start acting like they can't see anything when the light is off.
When the first instance,
there's clearly so much fucking light in order to shoot.
Extremely well lit.
Like it was not handled well at all. They're just pretending like, oh, I can't. Where'd everyone go? They say where'd everyone go when the lights turn off like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then so they're swimming around and like the lights turn off again, and then the guy gets out to turn them on, and then before the lights turn on, the murderer pulls her down underneath the water. And when the fuck did he get in the water?
Yeah.
Like, I get it's supposed to be dark, but did he really slip in, like, with fucking pointed toes to make absolutely no splash, and then dive down underneath her?
Murder her.
And then dive down and pull her down and hold her down long enough that she drowns, but not him.
Right. So his head's got to be above water.
Or he's a fucking scuba
Maybe
guy.
He's got a snorkel.
Or he's like he's like a Michael Phelps type guy.
Could be.
I know. I think he's just been drinking booze in a chair, thinking about his dead wife for 20 years.
20 years. So that's how she dies. Then Jock guy goes looking for her
in a very annoying way.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
because that's his
the
voice.
The murderer takes his clothes and just like puts them down one by one, and he's like, "What is this? Are these my pants? Guess I'm gonna put my pants on." And then 2 minutes pass. He's like, "A shirt? Well, thanks for the shirt. I'm gonna put this on now."
Yeah.
Another 2 minutes pass, and like her underwear's on the ground, and he's like, "Oh, I know what this means.
Mhm.
That means you don't have any underwear on. Here I come." Like, it's so like, I'm like, please hurry up.
Just
Kill
fucking
this
die.
man.
Yeah.
And he gets his head chopped off. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
His was one of the more satisfying.
Because you get the blood spraying out of
Yeah.
the neck stump.
He fucking chainsaws him.
It's good.
Chainsaws him up. He got mutilated, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That guy got mutilated. No, he didn't chop his head off.
He did.
No.
Whose head got chopped off?
The security guard guy.
Oh, yeah.
That guy gets axed. He
just
gets axed.
Oh, right. He gets his shit all fucked up.
Yeah.
That guy was mutilated.
Yeah,
Two mutilations so
yeah,
far.
there's 2 mutilations.
That was one of the better kill scenes.
Yeah.
To one of the lesser, he was pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah,
he
was.
deserved it.
Yeah, fucking.
I just wish that had been Ralph's death, because
Yeah.
he really earned that death.
Mm-hmm. After that, they decided to play hide and go seek in the dark, and again, they're walking around as if they cannot see, and it is completely lit in the house. And I didn't even realize that they weren't supposed to be able to see each other until
your brain like made you think that their eyes were closed because it was the only thing that made logical sense.
Yeah, they're like touching around.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they must have to keep their eyes closed. And then we realized, oh no, they're just pretending that it's dark when it's clearly not dark because we can see. And that's when I got real mad.
Yeah, it's not good.
I was just fucking home. Oh, that was me. That was probably the most angry
Yeah.
I was during the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think you were more angry at Ralph than I was.
Yeah, I'm just fucking and just bored.
Yeah.
Oh god, they let that scene draw out forever, and then no one even dies.
Yeah, they have the guy sneak up on them with a fucking battle axe.
And then the lights turn on.
Because he can see.
Right.
Because it's daytime. It's clearly lit.
So then, after they play hide and seek, they go to bed, and then Ralph decides he's gonna. Well, he doesn't decide. His girlfriend, which bless her heart, is the only decent actress in this movie. Tells Ralph he has to go look for the two because they hadn't come back yet.
Yeah.
And then he gets murdered.
Yeah, we explain that. And then she figures out there's something a little stupid going on.
Mm-hmm.
And also, that's the scene where they had 2 different light temperatures.
Yeah.
That really pisses me off.
Just
You're a goddamn
technical
you want to call
standpoint.
yourself a filmmaker and you put a blue light next to a yellow light. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You tell him, Scott.
Anyways, highly annoying.
So then she goes downstairs and she's like, nah, fuck this. I'm gonna wake the other 2 up. Smart girl. So she wakes the other 2 up. And she's like, all right, we gotta go find these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And go downstairs, and then they decide to split up because the 2 other dumbasses can't.
No. She insisted that they look for Ralph.
Well, yeah, they're going. Oh yeah, they go outside to look for.
And the other 2 were like, what if we got the fuck out of here?
Oh, yeah,
there's
you're
some
right.
spooky shit going on. And she's like, I gotta look for Ralph.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they're like, but can't we just go? I'm like, no, we can't leave without Ralph. And they're like, okay. And then the second she turns around the corner, she
Like,
gets fucking,
immediately gets killed.
Fucking murdered. Like, yeah, here you go.
Unbeknownst to the other 2, right around the corner.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so she gets murderated, and her murder is like the only one that's like she gets gaffed in the vagina.
God, that was so much. To the character that deserved it the absolute least.
Yeah,
Like, she kept her mouth shut. She did not annoy me too much.
yeah.
I sound like an abusive husband.
Yeah. She doesn't deserve to
She
die.
kept her fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
I liked her.
Yeah, she got gaffed in the vagina.
And it went through the other side.
Yeah, and then he chopped her head off.
Yeah. That was pretty
She
good.
got mutilated
That
too.
was
All right,
good.
maybe there's more mutilation than I was leading.
Well,
on.
it's like, how many people died total? 6?
Mm-hmm.
There's like 3 mutilations.
Yeah, 3 of 6.
Well, who didn't get mutilated? Ralph and the first chick.
Mm-hmm.
Or Ralph? Just Ralph.
The first chick got drowned. She didn't get
Oh, right.
mutilated.
Ralph and then the one chick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
it's fine.
uh,
I guess it passes the
All right,
mutilator
fine.
checklist. But you couldn't mutilate the guy I disliked.
I know.
Whatever. So like that's a thing about these types of movies. Like if a character's annoying, you want to see him get murdered.
you're going
in
to
the
the
best
movie
way.
to watch mutilation. You know, I'm going to this movie. I want to watch some. Yeah, I fucking said it. I'm proud.
You want to see your fellow man murdered horribly.
Yeah.
By
Or at least not even want to see, maybe. But you're going in with the expectation that people are going to get murderated.
oh, that was another annoying thing that I thought. Like I feel like they thought they were being cute or clever.
Oh yeah,
at the
I
beginning,
fucking totally forgot about
where
that.
they did like it's a what's it called? What do they call
Fall
it?
vacation
Fall
or
break.
fall break.
Fall
Yeah.
break, and it's like
They started off with like new. They do like a new title card
yeah,
that's fall break, and then like
we already know what movie
Full
we're watching.
House. Yeah.
I paid a ticket for the Mutilator, and you started the movie with the mom getting shot by the son. I know
Yeah.
it's not Full House.
Yeah.
like you're not fooling anyone, and you're really sticking to the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I
And they
just-
bring it back up at the end. Too.
Yeah, but I just remembered the other joke they made. Ralph going to go get the couple out of the when the girlfriend is telling Ralph like, "Oh, go get our friends."
Uh-huh.
And then he's like, I don't have to. I don't want to." And then she's like, "Well, I'll show you my tits."
Yeah.
And then it like speeds up
Oh
for a
my
second.
God! Fuck off! It did like what's the fucking name of that shit?
Benny Hill.
Yeah, Benny Hill.
Benny Hills it for a second.
Like literally, it speeds up and does goofy ass like music as he's running out the door.
And it's stuff like that, and then the blooper reel at the end. Where I was like, does this movie know how fucking stupid it is? Is it trying to be funny? Like, are you? Maybe that's why it sucks, is because they're trying to be funny.
Maybe.
They weren't trying to tell an actual scary story or like even a thinly veiled actual horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
They went for like a lightly comedic one.
But it's
And-
not even lightly comedic, really. There's like nothing really funny about it.
I bet they thought that all of Ralph's jokes were
Yeah,
funny.
we're actually funny.
And that's
Yeah.
why that the whole movie is miserable, is
Mhm.
because they try to be funny. And when you fail at horror or
Yeah.
drama, it's funny. When you
Right.
fail at comedy, it is
not
misery.
It's miserable. Yeah,
It is
yeah.
miserable.
So Ralph gets murderated. His girlfriend gets murderated.
Murder.
Yeah, it's my new word. And then the other two find out. They find all the bodies.
Yeah, just like there was no hint that there was any type of violence happening. Really, they were like, something's going on. We should go to the police. And then they open the fucking cupboard and bodies are falling
Yeah.
out. And then, I just want to get to the "that's my dad" line. Anyways,
They get attacked.
yeah,
by
some,
dad.
some attacking happens. I don't even remember.
They throw something at him.
Oh God. Okay, so what the weapon that was set up the most
Yeah.
was that little like metal pyramid
dart.
thing.
It's like a dart.
it's like a bearing.
Yeah.
And like they set it up that he threw it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And then they have someone throw it against something. And they throw it like 3 or 4 times. They mention it.
Yeah.
And you think like, okay,
Someone's
if
getting
you're-
killed with this.
yeah, if you're referencing the weapon that much, like it's gonna be used at a high point.
Mhm.
And they throw it and it hits him and he just takes it out of his head and it does not even slow him down.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
It's very underwhelming.
Come on.
Yeah. So then,
They beat him up, they knock him out, they stab him in the heart.
yeah, and then they get in the car.
Car
and then
won't
that's
start.
when he says,
No,
"Oh yeah, it's
they're
after,
just
yeah,
freaking
after
out.
the second time."
They're just freaking out for a minute. Like, oh my god, the car won't start. Oh my god, remember when she puts him in the car, she puts him in the driver's seat?
He got
and
his
he's
leg
like,
stabbed.
You got he got his leg stabbed and he's like gushing blood and he can't walk. And then she puts him in the driver's seat and he's like, you're gonna have to drive.
Puts his ass over.
So I guess that was funny if that was intentional comedy.
Yeah.
But I was not laughing with it.
No.
I thought it was making fun of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Or I didn't think it was making fun of itself. I thought it was just being itself and I was making fun of it.
Right.
And
And then they turn the lights on.
the body's gone.
The body's gone, and he's on the roof, and he's stabbing. He's like swinging his arm very
Casually.
enthusiastically,
Bored.
and then
Hate
bored.
this movie.
And the fucking axe is coming through the top of it, and they're freaking out.
And
then the cops come.
Just out of nowhere.
They're like, "Oh, good, the cops are gonna stop him."
So then they finally randomly turn the car on when he's on the top, and they back it up with like incredible speed, and they he gets smashed between them and like just a
Loose.
It's not even it's not even a wall. It's just a stack of
cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks, and that cuts him in half. I guess just ramming. I mean, I get it probably hurt a lot, but he's sliced in half.
Yeah,
and that's when the favorite line of the movie happens, where the guy turns around, he looks, and he's like, "That's my dad." And like you set up this entire premise to be about a dad getting a revenge on his son. And like it doesn't have anything to do with the plot.
No.
Like it could have been any random guy because just the line at the end is the only type of connection to that beginning at all.
They never ever reference that he's the dad.
What if they never brought it up in the beginning that he did that? And then just that line at the very end, "That's my dad."
And you're like, what?
What? Okay.
Yeah.
That would be funny bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you seen Miami Connection?
Yes. You guys. Oh, no. I haven't. You guys were talking about it. You guys all watched it without me. Oh, shit.
Sorry. But anyways, there's a scene at the end of Miami Connection. Or actually, it was an alternate ending. Where, like, a character wanted to finally meet his dad before he wanted to meet his dad. His dad was flying into the city, and the character dies. And in the original movie, he just kind of dies, and that's it. Mm-hmm. But in the alternate ending, he's in a car, and he's in a hospital, and they're going to the hospital, and he's dying in the car, and then they realize they're not going to get there in time, and they pull the car over. And he just kind of like dies there. And they look up and a plane is landing. And then one of them says, "Jim's dad is on that flight."
Like they just fucking know.
We're going to have to watch Miami Connection.
Oh,
There's
God,
not
I'm
really
so
a choice.
Excited.
Yeah, we'll try to get more people together for that.
Okay.
But anyways, really, if you want to do funny bad, like there's nothing better than Miami.
It's got to be like absurd too. If it's going to be like that. You know, I feel like something like that would have worked because there's no context. It's just throwing that shit out there.
If you have a modicum of self-awareness, it is hard to be funny bad. Because you have to really balance that line between I know what I'm doing and also I'm going to let this scene go where it needs to go in order to be entertaining, not pretentious, and people can laugh at it without it being a huge pain to watch. That's a hard, and this isn't the intention of any filmmaker, unless they're doing like a Black Dynamite type of thing.
Right.
Like that is expert craftsmanship as far as I'm concerned. Because it's a very hard thing. Because that's a problem with Mutilator, I think. They have a little bit too much self-awareness.
Yeah.
They kind of know what they're doing just enough to make it really annoying.
Yeah. But not good enough to be entertaining and not bad enough to be funny.
Yeah. So Slumber Party Massacre, like, it knew to just be another fucking slasher movie.
Yeah.
And then try to work something in smart on the top, like frosting. Like, you've already got a good cake. You've already got like a good setup, a good structure. Just rip it off, do what you can to make it entertaining. And then you can add your little Freudian thing or your little gender theory thing on top of that. And it totally works.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
It's a bad movie, but you compare it to something like Mutilator, where it's trying to be cute, and you're like, get fucked.
Yeah, fuck out of here with that shit. So, the best part of this movie, after he does the "that's my dad" part, they drive the cop that was there. They just get there. He knocks on the window. He's like, "All right, you guys gotta pull forward," and then they do, and his body gets cut in half.
Yeah.
And then his body is on the floor. The dead dad. And as the cop goes around to look at him, dead dad picks up a machete and chops the cop's leg off. And then dies.
Like just
one last hurrah. The cop's like, "Ah!" And then they're like, "Ah!" And then that's the end of the scene.
And it's so funny because you go into a movie, a slasher movie, and there's all the tropes.
Yeah.
And the murderer has been impaled or like destroyed in a way that he can't come back.
Mm-hmm.
And then they are triumphant and the film is over.
Yeah.
Slumber Party Massacre ends 10 seconds after the guy gets impaled.
Yeah.
Like he's dead. It's over. Movie's over. They're like screaming. They're like,
Yeah. Ah! And then just credits.
But this one, it doesn't play. It tries to like do. I guess. See, that's where I think it's kind of self-aware.
Yeah.
Where it's like trying to be funny or subversive or different by throwing in one last little like. Ah!
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny.
It was a funny thing.
So if they were going for funny, that's one instance where it worked. But holy shit.
The rest of it was
if they
so
thought
bad.
If they thought Ralph was funny,
They can get fucked.
they were wrong.
So after that, they go back. No, it's flash forward, and they're in the hospital now. And then they're like, "Brr, I'm
Yeah.
sad." And then the movie ends.
Yeah, like you don't need
could have
that.
just got rid of that part.
You don't need
Just
that.
fucking ended with crazy dad. In fact, you know how it should have ended? So he cuts the leg off, right?
Yeah.
And then it just like zooms in and he's like, and then it ends. Like you don't even know if he died or not, you know?
That'd have been good.
Yeah.
And then the Mutilator 2, and he's just a fucking half
He's,
man.
he's got robot.
He's just
legs.
on
He
like
can go
a-
full like
He's in like a wheelchair.
rolls at you. Like
Or
go up the ramp.
He's on a skateboard and he's like pushing himself with the other end of the battle axe. Like, just
They keep
unstoppable.
saving themselves by going upstairs. Then he's like, "Fuck!"
God
But like
damn it.
you know, in trope, classic trope, you know,
Mhm.
they do. Oh, we'll go into the shack, you know, instead of running to the car.
Yeah.
They run up and then like they accidentally go up the one that has the ramp, you know, and he's like,
Or they try to run from him downhill.
"Yeah, he's fast." I can see it now. He's rolling down. He's like, "Whoa, whoa!" And then he decides to like pull the brakes up and just like,
Sends him soaring with the battle axe. Like,
"Dude, let's make it."
That sounds so much fucking fun.
Anyway, so that's
See,
the
yeah,
movie.
like there's a lot of different little ways you could have made it more fun.
Yeah.
Like I suggested, when they're doing their stupid blackout game
Mhm.
where it wasn't fucking dark. When the father, he's in the room with them, and it almost seems like he's gonna get caught.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing that could have hinted the characters yet that he had killed the other friends.
Right.
If the light had turned on, that he'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't actually gone," and then he would have to like stay with them
Mhm.
and
Slowly pick them off.
still try to pick them off, but do it in a way that didn't get him caught.
Yeah.
And tries to play to being there. Like that would have been interesting.
And then it might bring
fun.
back the dad thing to begin
Yes.
with.
Then you can say like, "Oh, Dad, how did that?" And you can hint at like his anger and do some characterization and some tense. Like that's almost like the Thing,
Yeah.
where like you don't like you know something that the other characters don't know, and you're kind of scared.
Yeah.
That's not the Thing. That's not what happens.
That's a thing that happens in movies.
Sure. It's a thing.
Yeah. That is a thing.
But that could have been cool. They
Mhm.
could have gone a lot of different ways, but they went all the ways that I didn't like.
Yeah. Anyway. At least one of them was good.
Yeah, one of them was good. Go watch that one.
Yeah,
Get your
go
buddies
watch it.
together,
Recommend it.
crack open some beers,
Mhm.
and watch Slumber Party 1, 2, and 3. There's a 2 and 3.
Oh, we gotta do that.
We should totally do that.
Yeah. I hope they're as good.
I have a feeling 2 is good. No, I'm thinking of Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. We should watch Silent Night, Deadly Night 2.
Damn.
That
I
shit is
hope that it's the same guy
Which one?
from Slumber Party. It was the same murderer, and he's just like,
He just didn't die.
You thought you got me.
I feel like so a lot of the time the murderers get impaled.
Yeah. And then like,
They're dead. We just automatically assume they're dead.
yeah,
Like no one, like even Jason Voorhees when he gets impaled, like he's dead.
yeah.
We just kind of understand like that's the final death, impaling.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't necessarily mean you die. He's got a thing through you.
Right.
Phineas Gage got a beam through the head, and he was fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
Just bring him back.
Just bring him back.
So yeah, I mean, fuck. What could Slumber Party Massacre 2 be besides that? We should totally watch it.
We should.
I'm down.
We should do another thing on it.
Yeah.
Slasher Part 2.
So tune in next time.
Yeah.
To the B-Boys. Whoa, your cat ran like super fast.
Yeah, she do that. Thanks for ruining it, you fuck.